my channel. Welcome back to another pregnancy video. Today in this video, oh my goodness guys, I'm gonna talk about everything about my first trimester. As you guys know, it's my first pregnancy and there is so much that I didn't know about pregnancy, guys. Oh my goodness, it's literally opening my eyes how hard it is to be pregnant. It's such a blessing to be pregnant, you know, to carry a baby in you and, you know, grow baby in you like human being. However, everything has pros and cons, you know, there's always give and take, or there's I would say, you know how people say no pain, no gain. So this is what I'm experiencing now. I am actually feeling a little bit better. That's why I decided to make this video today. I hope coming weeks I will get back to myself 100%, you know, and just be myself again and then live life like I normally do. Now, if you guys remember my very first video, you know, announcing how I got pregnant, you know, what we did. And by the way, if you want to see like how I got pregnant literally with one try, I will leave the video that I made down below in the description box and up here for you guys in the card. That way you get to watch how it all started and how I was feeling that day, you know. I was feeling pretty good. Now I don't want to complain. I'm feeling a little bit better, but you know, I'm still not 100%. Now let's go ahead and get started with the day that I announced my pregnancy, which was 5.5 weeks. I was 5.5 weeks. So the fatigue started kicking in as soon as I hit my, let's say, 4 to 5 weeks pregnancy. You know, I started feeling really tired. You know, I was exhausted. I felt like I ran a marathon every single day. But then, as soon as I hit my 5.5 weeks on the dot, the worst thing that happens to your body is the HG. Hyperemesis Gravidarum, I believe this is how you pronounce the name. It's one of the severe forms, or I would say probably the most severe form of morning sickness. So people call it morning sickness, but again, it hits any time of the day. For me, it was all day. I was literally throwing up 4 to 5 times a day. So it literally hit me so hard. I wasn't able to drink water or any liquid. You know, I wasn't able to keep liquid in me, and I wasn't able to eat anything as well. So I had to go to to my doctor, and I had to get IV fluids because I was really dehydrated. I did lose about 12 pounds, so I was so skinny and I was miserable, guys. This was the first time I was really disappointed about losing weight, and I did not look healthy. I felt horrible. Oh my goodness, guys, it was terrible. Every single day, all I could do was laying on the couch, laying on the bed and doing nothing. Sometimes the day I felt the worst, in the morning I would wake up and I would say to myself, okay, if I'm gonna experience the same thing just like yesterday, I have to go to ER or to my hospital or to my doctor to get fluids. But the next day I would feel a little bit better, so I would go out and then eat something. I would go out and drink something, kind of, you know, distract myself from being home and you know, just thinking about me being sick all the time. Until I hit 11 weeks, I was only able to drink hot tea with honey. So that was the only thing that was helping me to get some fluids in me. I was able to eat fruits, juicy fruits, and the juicy you know, like juicy things like watermelon, melon. I was able to eat apple as well in the mornings, and the nectarines felt really good. Sometimes blueberries as well, something sour, you know, something that had a tinge in it. So in the morning it felt good, but then again, since they do have a little bit of acid, you know, like acidic feel, I would again throw up. I started throwing up, you know, so frequently. I just told myself, okay, I gotta eat no matter what. I gotta eat whatever I can digest. I'm gonna digest until I throw up. I'm actually getting out of breath too, so that's another symptom of pregnancy, guys. Anyway, that was the worst thing that I have experienced, you know, like literally one of the worst things in my entire life. It's so draining, it's so devastating, you know, it's horrible. But I'm so glad that I was able to manage it, you know, after my very first dehydration appointment. you know, I was able to manage it, you know, getting myself out of the home and trying to get some fluids, you know, as much as possible. So but I wasn't still able to drink water. Water tasted horrible, and I had a lot of food aversions. Like the worst aversion was for meat. Oh my goodness, I still feel a little disgusted even now. Like when I think about meat, like I literally cannot eat meat, guys. I was eating like dry stuffs like bread, the crackers. I was eating a cereal, and I was eating protein bars as well. They're really good because I wasn't getting enough protein. So I wasn't even able to take my prenatal vitamins too for a few weeks. So now I'm slowly getting back. Prenatal vitamins that I was taking, it was Garden of Life vitamin code, and it has amazing ingredients, everything that you need. It has iron, it has vitamin B12, it has you know, folic acid, which is really important. So I was taking this, but in my worst period I wasn't able to, because the tablets, or I would say the capsules, are really large, and the taste, it doesn't taste good. So I stopped taking it for a few weeks, unfortunately, because I couldn't tolerate. But now I actually started using this one. These are the gummy forms, and it has enough folic acid, it has a DHA as well, but it doesn't have iron. So I actually want to discuss about the ingredients with the with OP, and then see if he or she approves this. But so much more manageable with the gummy form prenatal, so much more manageable. When I was dealing with my HG like symptoms, I needed help, so I went to a doctor, and they gave me prescription medication because nothing was working. Nothing, you know, people say, oh, you can drink ginger, or you can take ginger supplements, or you know, like the natural form of you know, treating morning sickness, but nothing was helping. Nothing, guys. Sometimes I actually started feeling better when I took a Unisom at night. Some people recommend taking it combination or combining it with the B6. I did not see the difference myself when I did combine those two, but I saw the difference if I took only Unisom at night before going to bed, and I wasn't feeling too bad in the morning. So I still am taking Unisom at night before going to bed. It doesn't affect my sleep or anything. I know it's a sleep tablet, but it does nothing for my sleep. If I'm tired, I'm gonna sleep. If I have energy, I am gonna stay awake. This is, by the way, the original one. And don't get the gummy form because it does have different kind of ingredients, but this is something that my doctor recommended as well, to see if it helps or not. So the medication that my doctor recommended was metoclopramide. Metoclopramide, I believe it has a different name. It's called a Reglan, and it's a 10 mg tablet. So, and it's recommended to take it 1 tablet every 6 hours, depending on how you feel as needed. To be honest, the first day that I took this medication, I felt a difference, but then the second and third day, I literally stopped feeling the difference. So it was doing nothing again. So I stopped taking this medication. I still try to avoid the prescription medication or any kind of medication as much as possible, but if you literally cannot tolerate even water, or even like, you know, 1 bite of food, then you have to do something. You need to go and get help. Preggy Pops, you know, a lot of people recommend that. It does nothing for your morning sickness. And by the way, these pops are literally just candies, you know, candies that are being sold as pregnancy treatment. No, they are not treatment at all. They're gonna do nothing. I tried so many different kinds of teas as well, like pregnancy teas, super strong. All I could tolerate was green tea with honey, you know, that was all I could tolerate, and it had to be hot green tea. So in this hot climate, I am drinking hot green tea because that's all I can drink. And then again, I have to mention, I'm not complaining at all about pregnancy. You know, pregnancy is a blessing. Everyone knows that. If you want to be pregnant, you know how happy you are in your heart, you know how blessed you are, but the symptoms that you are going to deal with, how it's going to take such a toll on you and your health, your life, you know, your relationship, it's just so bad. And that there's only few people understand your situation if they went through the same thing. Yeah, so I am just sitting here and sharing my experience with you guys, hoping that you will feel that you're not alone in case you're experiencing the same symptoms, and know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm actually starting to feel better, and I am so grateful for that. I hope it's gonna stay this way. I have been using a baby Doppler, and I do use it, probably once a week, just to make sure that I do hear baby's heartbeat, and I know that everything is fine there. In our last appointment, which was 8.5 weeks of my pregnancy, so we went there with my husband, and we saw the baby in the ultrasound. Baby was moving, and it has a strong heartbeat. Every day I do use an app that's called the Bump. That's the app that actually shows you how your baby is developing each week, like what the baby is forming, or what organs are functioning. You are able to get so much information from apps like that, so I will highly recommend to use those. One thing that I'm actually starting to feel this week, I don't know if it's a round ligament or ligament pain. I'm actually starting to feel on the sides of my abdomen, and maybe close to my groin. I'm actually feeling kind of sharp spasms, like a sharp, like tinging or twinging feelings, on the side of my abdomen, like mostly on the left side. Sometimes it goes on the right. I'm definitely having a lot of discharge, and my breasts are still very, very sore. My skin is horrible. My skin is not having a pregnancy glow at all. I am actually getting a lot of rashes on the skin because my skin is getting so dehydrated and dry. And a lot of people compliment on the hair, your hair is gonna grow a lot, your hair is gonna grow fast. I'm not really noticing much change on my hair, just because I'm not feeling 100%. I'm actually not paying too much attention to it. But I still feel like my hair is the same. Make sure to take care of yourself no matter what happens. Make sure to stay positive. Your mindset is your everything in this period, and I hope that you will see the light at the end of the tunnel. Alright guys, I really hope you guys have enjoyed the video and found it useful. By the way, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. If you are pregnant, I really wish you the best of luck, and I hope you're gonna stay tuned and hang out with me in my videos and share the journey together. Maybe keep me updated about your results, how you're doing in your pregnancy, and alright guys, I'm gonna leave you alone now. You guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone.